I feel like in this one I'm going to spend an inordinate amount of time talking about machine guns. I hope you're ready. You can't fool me. This is literally a Tommy gun clutched into a grenade launcher. Also, I'm not sure what this here is even for. Uh, it's your dirt port, so dirt can get in. For this one, I'll just give you an anecdote. When I was in basic training, we were doing pugil sticks, and me and my buddy, who also has a huge head, but horizontally instead of vertically like me, were standing next to each other. And the drill sergeant sees this. He goes, "Oh yeah, we are doing this." He picks out me and the guy next to me. He goes, holds up the other guy's hand. "In this quarter, we have Megamind." Holds up my hand. "And in the other quarter, we have Sputnik." Because he said, he would look at me and go, "Your head looks like a satellite," which I never knew what that meant. But to that drill sergeant, I was always Sputnik. Now, this gun just takes a lot of efficiency, I think. Most people, they have to buy a separate hair dryer. This one has one on the gun, even if you're left-handed. It's as big as it is, despite still being pump action. Fool me once, can't get fooled again. I know this is literally just an M14 with a bunch of extra crap on it.
My name is Legion, for we are many.
Wouldn't you want this massive arcing energy to be on the other side of the blade so that you can actually hit enemies with it? Rah rah Rasputin, worst licking guns I've ever seen. One thing these videos has taught me is that Guardians do not have any nerves in their hands, and you can't tell me otherwise. The spanker we have at home. So this one looks a bit goofy, but the lore of it's interesting. Apparently, Saint 14 went to a shopping mall and purchased this. Now this one's literally just a super soaker. You got the water tank down here, you got the pump right here. Can't fool me, Bungie. I said I'd talk about machine guns, and here I shall. Why is it that all of the machine guns in this game are just massive? This barrel is, fairly reasonable profile given the cartridge, but why all of this extra chassis stuff? It's machine guns are already heavy enough. Why are you adding more? Also, push your charging handle back forward. Why is it in the rearward position? My word. Yes, have the downsides of a cylinder without providing the purpose of a cylinder, which is to contain the pressure. Makes no sense. Yes, replace the bowstring with something that is not elastic in the slightest. A bicycle chain. This one's a double whammy of nonsense, because not only does the barrel have a bunch of extra stuff on it that doesn't need to be there, increasing the weight of this no doubt already heavy weapon more, but you also have the ammunition is way too small for what the muzzle would imply, and you have very hot coils of metal right by your face, and just loose wires right by the moving ammo belt that could easily get snagged. Like, just no sense. No sense at all. It's called Deathbringer, but what you don't know is that it's yours from a brain tumor, from all this radiation right next to your head. I talked about this one by accident in a different video, but it still remains like there is no reason why something with 4 barrels should have such a slow rate of fire, as well as this top cover has no reason for being. It doesn't even touch the rounds. So is the Savathun's grip the thing that looks like one of those gimmicky Mall Ninja shotgun pump things? Or is it the thing that looks like a Logitech flight stick? These are the eyes of tomorrow. I think I would rather go blind today. I'm not going to harp on this too long. Everyone has seen all of the various videos about the Buster Sword. No good reason. No good reason. All this reminds me of is that for quite a while, every time I would go into a GameStop, I would see like 6 of these on the shelf, just collecting dust. No one buying them. Oh, it's just a little guy. It's just a little guy in there. It's just a little guy in there. You gotta keep him in his. iron lung to keep him safe. This one has a lot wrong with it. Why is this spinning constantly? Why is there this massive gap despite these rounds being much smaller than said gap? Why is this so tall? Why is there an extra handle way down here? At least you have a bipod, which, of course, this being one of 99% of games that you never use. The sight's kind of funky. Listen, I know there are some adventurous types, but I can't picture myself ever being adventurous enough for this type of thing. So, for starters, you have a half-assed Giselle stock, which has a point that goes directly into your shoulder. You have this extra blade right here that doesn't appear to serve any purpose. And then the whole thing is balanced to the left, making sure that there is no chance that you are going to be able to keep this thing on target unless you're abiding by video game logic where weight isn't a factor. And the obligatory charging handle in the rearward position. Yo, man, I hear they started making pizza in Atlantis. Finally, something that's really, really neat. I don't care if I'm breathing in exhaust fumes. It looks so good. Why can't they all look this good? Somebody took the clock from the front room, picked it up, put a handle on it, and said, you know what? This is going to be my gun for now on. Rather poetically, we finish on Finality's Auger. This thing looks way more like a musical instrument than a gun. Can't imagine this shining directly into your eye while you're trying to aim is very good for your accuracy. This stock is every type of useless, and it has the stupid California compliant thumb blocker thing, so you can't even get a good handle on this massive thing. Well, that's it for the exotics. Halo's next, because I want to rub some salt in the wound. And now, for the special presentation of Hyperspin.